Nordic crowns and beyond. The bouquet of greens interspersed with flowers from every season sprawls across the dining room table like a giant votive crown. If I were a Nordic bride, I would consider it for the wedding, see if a local artisan could craft one based on this design out of the traditional metal. I think it would make the fairies, the original bringers of bridal crowns, happy. After the reign of the fairies, the church became the keeper of the crowns, but only the virgins could wear them, and though the non-virgins were allowed to make donations for the continued embellishment and beautification, in some areas these crowns got very heavy. Yes, the church became the keeper of the crowns for the brides and for the statues of Mary and the saints, and every saint is promised a crown in heaven, fully bedazzled and lit up, sometimes with actual candles, as is the case of St. Lucia, who wears an evergreen crown made of lingonberry branches and features 4 candles burning right there on top of her head. And this crown of hers has always been my favorite. Young woman playing with fire and delivering freshly baked goods. Well, what's not to love? And though I am neither a bride nor a saint, I have made it through almost a year of living in a pandemic, reigning supreme inside of my house, endlessly wandering through this kingdom, and now I think that I might also require a crown, a pandemic crown, which might be forged from the too many English muffins of this era, cast in a bundt pan mold and decorated with coffee beans and bits of chocolate, then topped with the candles that accompanied the dark coffee on the dark mornings. So this crown will not be quite as flammable as the one St. Lucia wears, because I will leave out the evergreen boughs, though I do have a lot of extra hair now, as it has been over a year since my last haircut, and that is something to be considered. Plus, I would want to add some lovely origami birds and flowers folded from hoarded toilet paper. And now I think that maybe 2 of the candles could be the ice luminaria from the cold snaps of winter, those magical lights in the darkness which should cut down the risk of bursting into flame. But I digress due to my declining social skills. These days, it's either nothing to say at all or a certain amount of unfortunate prattling. Not much middle ground. The center has not held. And now it occurs to me that the bits of broken jewelry and earrings with no partners just sitting in a dish on a shelf, because Marie Kondo, like anyone else, was not allowed into the house. Yes, the pandemic crown might be nice set with these shiny bits, and maybe the bras, mostly abandoned entirely early on, might be useful to provide support, because now I want to add the remote controls from the living room, as well as any old ideas about what can actually be controlled, alternated with segments of the apocalyptic anxiety dreams to give the crown a little drama, a little pathos, and maybe a mask or 2 would be a nice touch to harken back to the caps of invisibility the fairies used to wear. And now I wear masks to stay invisible to that virus with a spiky crown of its own, that virus whose name is Corona and is just waiting to crown mere mortals like me as I hum along. Oh, wait, did I mention that my crown also has a sound system, endlessly zooming an earworm medley of various theme songs from Netflix? And of course, I object to this feature, but the pandemic is unconcerned with any of my objections about anything, so this is no different. And there is often some suffering when a person strives for beauty and tries to fashion a good life out of whatever is around, even when the path is not always clear, just like those Nordic brides knew with their sore necks from carrying all of that weight. And we've all heard that heavy is the head that wears a crown. Thank you.